is now deciding to move to Indiana.
What?
Oh, yeah. The Bears are expected to announce an intention.
As a Bear fan, this is really pissing me off. You go woke, you go broke, and that makes no sense. Come on, Brandon Johnson, man. You are a weak mayor. And the people who voted for this, I blame you guys for this trash. You just can't vote for Republican. It was so hard. Oh, vote blue no matter who. Oh, he's white. Don't vote for him. He's a Republican. He's a racist. Now he lost the fucking Bears.
To build a stadium in Northwest Indiana, the Chicago Bears have officially agreed to relocate the Indiana Bears. Potentially quite a stadium here. A beautiful one.
Wow.
At that, Indiana coming in strong. Indiana has a massive budget surplus. Meanwhile,
thanks a lot,
the state of
Chicago.
Illinois has a $2 billion
vote blue no matter who
budget deficit. The Bears have officially committed to building a new stadium in Northwest Indiana. Originally, the team had stated that they would move states. They would remain the Chicago Bears. But after a new agreement with the officials, this is no longer the case. The Chicago Bears franchise will end with only one Super Bowl, despite being the oldest franchise in NFL history. Completely heartbreaking.
Look at this trash.
Brandon Johnson, the woke mayor of
what y'all
Chicago,
voted for. This trash right here.
Straight up
now
admits to fumbling this so hard. Listen to the cope and seethe by America's most incompetent DEI mayor, who replaced Lori Lightfoot, and who's actually worse than Lori Lightfoot by a wide margin.
Okay. Still rocking a mohawk. Nobody wears mohawk no more, bro.
The Bears belong in the city of Chicago. The Chicago Bears belong in the city of Chicago. And
look at this.
I've said repeatedly that the door is always open for conversations, and
there was no need to conversation.
Kevin Warren did call me yesterday. We didn't get a chance to connect, and
didn't talk to the Bears owner.
I believe that their best position is in Chicago.
Listen to him
evidence.
Gulping.
Evidence is clearly speaking for itself.
What is the evidence? The evidence is speaking for itself. As of February 2026, Chicago faces several severe interconnected challenges, severe budget deficits, and structural financial problems. Chicago is grappling with massive ongoing budget shortfalls driven by structural imbalances. The city faced a projected $1 billion gap in the fiscal year, negative $1 billion gap in the fiscal year. New taxes and fees on everything from shopping bag, ride shares, alcohol, and more. Criticism of overspending.
All the money went to the illegals.
Rapidly rising.
They said all the money to the illegals. But $600 million, what, $1 billion? We want to tax the millionaires and the billionaires, and they all moved away. Now we lost the doggone Bears. This can't be real. It's got to be AI. It's got to be fake.
Personnel costs, healthcare, especially pension obligations, widely underfunded for decades, consuming a huge portion of the budget. 40% when combined with debt services, growing long-term debt reliance on one-time fixes, gimmicks rather than reforms, stagnant or slow economic growth. Chicago has been lacking behind major U.S. cities because all
Indiana now. I guess I should be a Packers fan. What the hell?
Total insolvency risks. They're trying to
go to Indiana, really?
The professional class, the productive class. Crime and public safety, violent crime and gun violence is historically ranked as Chicago's top concerns. Homicides, ladies and gentlemen, it's really deadly. 58 people were shot, 8 fatally on just Labor Day weekend alone. Economic stagnation, population and business challenges, very slow GDP growth compared to other large metros.
That's crazy. I'm from Chicago, born and raised, 43 years old. I was a barber, security, a bartender. Man, I've seen a lot of stuff, man. Chicago is messed up, especially on Madison and Laramie, Lake and Pulaski, Cicero and Lake. Man, the streets are corrupt, very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You got to need to carry a gun with you or keep some people with you. If not, just mind your business, because if not, they come and get you. Man, this is sad, man. We're losing the Bears. And then the statistics is right. About 50 people died over the weekend. Just about every weekend, somebody had died or got shot at. Gotta keep praying, pray.
Job growth, real wages decline, outgoing migration of residents and businesses, partly linked to high taxes, cost of living, and other factors. Other notable issue, higher property taxes, aging infrastructure, housing stock, extreme weather.
And he ran his campaign saying, I'm not going to raise taxes. Soon he get in taxes, he want to raise taxes, him and Madani. New York and Chicago mayors, they both, but they're not gonna raise taxes on the middle class or the poor. Now they raising the taxes. And everybody leaving these cities.
Impacts and debates over services and transit and cleanliness and political tensions, budget priorities, and federal policy threats.
That's why I voted for
So
Trump.
why would you ever want your NFL franchise?
Trump just deliver everything he said he's gonna do, if not more. These guys get in office and straight flip the script, and y'all cool with that.
To be in such a deadly, mismanaged, horrific
DEI
nightmare
of
Chicago.
Pissed off. Get this guy up out of there.
If they're upset about this, then they should be looking at the leadership of Chicago, which Brandon Johnson looks nervous here, nervous as hell, because he knows that it's political suicide. Bro, if you lost the Chicago Bears franchise, which is 100 years old, the city of Chicago, beloved franchise, you're cooked. You're finished. The Democrat Party is finished in the state of Illinois. I'm telling you, no amount of election rigging
I hope they don't leave,
and cheating
man.
will fix this.
I'm reacting right now in real time, but I hope they don't leave.
It is an indelible stain on the city's state leadership. Great city filled with fantastic people run by morons. I like the city of Chicago. I grew up around the city of Chicago with people from Chicago. Some of the best, classics like Home Alone or Family Vacation were made in Chicago. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's like an iconic American city. It's in total collapse. When I returned there, and I was just there a couple months ago, when you go back, like Michigan Avenue, there's no more stores. There's no more restaurants. There's no more things.
All the teenagers
there's no vibrancy.
No parents
got energy anymore.
All the teenagers destroyed downtown. What the parents said? The parents should be held accountable for that. On the real, they got the video footage of all these kids that did all that. Trace them back and get their parents. All this technology we got, get them kids' parents. Ain't no way downtown should look like that, man. Destroy how it was.
It is like a city that's packed with criminal aliens. There's so many illegals in Chicago, and it just doesn't feel like Chicago anymore. It's a crime-ridden, crumbling city. Fat-ass J.B. Pritzker's terrible week continues. First, his cousin, Tom Pritzker, had to step down because of a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And now the Bears, the team that has been in Chicago for 105 years, announced they're leaving for the state of Indiana. I can't believe that people think Pritzker should run for president. I said, trade deal. This is what Indiana gets, and this is what Chicago gets. The Obama DEI dumpster trash can.
What is that?
Amazing. The Bears are saying straight up, we're going to do it. The Bears are straight up saying, stadium near the Wolf Lake area of Indiana. We appreciate the leadership of Governor Braun, and they thank all of the members of the Indiana General Assembly for establishing a framework. The Bears have been trying to renegotiate with the state of Illinois for 5 years.
Come on, 5 years?
So incompetent that they lost the Bears. Chicago Bears are poised to move cross state lines thanks to the hostile business climate fostered by J.B. Pritzker. Strong proof of Pritzker's failure and Chicago's failure. The legendary Bears Stadium will be shuttered. I mean, it's not a done deal. I guess Chicago could try Hail Mary, but what do they have? They don't have anything to bargain with. They don't have any money. They don't have any public safety. They don't have any economy. They're in total collapse, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm lost for words, y'all. I don't know what to say. Just want to share this with you guys.
And the governor of Indiana is straight up being like, I drink your milk.
This should never happen.
Indiana's open for business, pro-growth environment. We would love to have the Bears in the Wolf Lake region. So it would be right here, in like this Hammond area, right in here. Probably like on the water somewhere. Here is already called East Chicago. Okay. So this is where the Bears would relocate.
Way down there.
F around, find out.
For a new Chicago Bears stadium, and this morning, legislators voted unanimously to push a bill out of the Ways and Means Committee. The bill would create the Northwest Indiana Stadium Authority, similar to Illinois Sports Facilities Authority, and this could convince the Chicago Bears to cross state line and build a new stadium. Lawmakers say the Bears would pay $2 billion towards construction costs, and the proposal includes new food, beverage, and innkeepers taxes in Indiana's Northwest County.
It's going to save the Bears a ton of money to do this, just in taxes alone, and probably attract more players because then the players don't get taxed as much. You get Indiana taxes, so the players would make a fortune. So you could pay so much more. The players make so much more money. You have a better franchise. The Bears did pretty well this season, so maybe this is a Super Bowl play. They only have one Super Bowl win. Anyway.
Wow, amazing. I'm gonna end it with that. Stop voting blue no matter who, man. Come on, Chicago. We cannot lose the Bears, man. Get Brandon Johnson up out of there. Tell him, hey, we're impeach Brandon Johnson. Stay. Stop voting blue no matter who. Don't go to no red state, voting blue. Vote red. Vote for common sense. Like and subscribe, everybody. Come on, Bears. Stay in Chicago, man. Don't leave. Don't leave.